Bowtie security guy here with another warning about these just horrible people who are taking advantage of people looking for work. This is a message a buddy of mine got. He's currently looking for employment. He gets a message that says, hey, you've been shortlisted. And as part of this process, we want to kind of smooth things over. We want to go have you run through an identity check. Seems slightly legitimate, but realize no one's ever going to ask you to identify or validate your identity before you even have an opportunity to interview or talk to a human. The deadline for submission is what's to trigger your your response to kind of scare you. They want you to click without thinking. They want you to go through without thinking and not really think about it. So I've done all the research and I'll break it down for you. So hrdesign.agency is a website, yes, but I'll show you when it was created. And then this cut.ly link, it's a shortened URL. Now, if you hover over that URL, I can't do it on my phone, or maybe I can, hang on. Does it let me? Yeah. So no, it doesn't. So, but if you hovered over it on a computer, it actually will go to google.com, and then they use a Google trick to redirect you to the website. So when you click on it, you see how it goes to google.com at the top, up, and then it redirects you to this credit score website. This credit score website is 100% real. It is absolutely wild. This is a legitimate website. It's to sign up for credit monitoring. So I was like, how is the attacker making money? How are they doing anything to kind of get value from this attack? Well, I'll tell you, inside the URL, there's an offer code and a plain code that links back to the attacker where they get a small kickback for every person who signs up. And then you're charged $1. Doesn't seem like a big deal to be shortlisted, right? You're struggling for money. $1 is not that big of a deal. But then if you forget to cancel, it's then going to be $29.99 a month. And this is a legitimate service. The attackers are using their referral program to get paid. So if they send this out to 1 million people or 100,000 people, that could be a substantial windfall. Even if they're only getting paid $1 or $2 for every referral code that they send, that could be very, very advantageous. So let's take a look at that website. We said it was designmonk.agency. Go to my favorite little website here, which is Central Ops. And you can go through Central Ops and centralops.net, and you could type in the website. So this is designmonk.agency that we talked about earlier. That was in the URL and that was in the email. That's where it came from. As you can see, this website was created only 3 days ago. So they built this website specifically it's not even a real website. You can't go to it. But they built the domain so they would have a legitimate looking email only 2 days ago or 3 days ago. So these are some things that you can do to quickly check, like, hey, what domain is this coming from, and see if that website was just created. But that was a good indicator that it was a scam right away. But, these people are getting smarter. They're getting more clever. They're starting to get paid in different ways. Now, here's the thing, too. If you clicked on that link, they now know that you clicked on that link, and then they can sell that information to other attackers, or they can follow up and say, hey, we saw that you filled out the background check. Everything looks great. And then they can get you for even more. They built social trust with you at that point, and it becomes a lot more dangerous because you trust them, because you're right. I did go click on that link. I did fill out the information, and I did put in my information. So, man, this one was a really, really interesting one, because when I looked at this website and looked up all the information, I was like, wow, this is a legitimate website. How are they getting paid? And that's when I started to dig into the URL and I saw that referral code in there. So please, I know it's getting rough. I know it's starting to get near the holidays. Jobs are starting to dry up because no one's really hiring it into year. Do not fall for this. I understand that money's tight. I know how hard it can be. I was unemployed for a very long time myself. I know that mindset, but please think first before reacting. I know it's easy to get excited. If you don't know, reach out to me. I will validate the link. I will tell you I validate several employment opportunities that are sent to people a month, and darn near 90% of them are scams. It's getting really bad out there, but stay safe and good luck out there.